The Jeep Wrangler rolls, FCA cries foul, and everyone seems shocked that a Jeep rolled. Must be a slow news week. Stay tuned. My thoughts and a look at what happened coming up. Hey guys, hope you're keeping busy. Welcome to another episode. I'm that car guy, Tim. Today we're talking about the latest IIHS crash test that seems to have shocked everyone. They tested the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited JL and it didn't go quite the way FCA had hoped. Now, the crash tests that the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety performed weren't all bad news. In fact, the JL received a good rating, top marks for nearly all the tests, including side impact and roof strength. The bad news begins with the headlights. The JL features two types of headlights, halogen reflector and LED projector. Both received the lowest possible rating from the IIHS. The halogen low beams completely dropped the ball, while the high beams were considered fair on the right side of the road on a straightaway, but inadequate in every other department. For the LED projectors, they performed better by a little bit. Low beams received fair ratings, but failed on the right side straights and gradual left curve. The high beams were only fair when it came to the right curves. Though the headlights are a weak point on the JL, that's not the issue that has people talking. The dreaded small overlap test is relatively new. It's meant to simulate a driver swerving to try and avoid an impact or fails to hit something head on. Like it or not, this type of collision accounts for a large number of accidents in North America. IIHS has a 5-foot metal barrier that the test vehicle crashes into at 65 kilometers an hour or 40 miles an hour, with the outermost quarter of the total front end striking the barrier. Now, this is a tough nut to crack for manufacturers, as this test misses the impact absorbing structures built into the vehicle. Instead, the test usually results in a confetti of parts and tires being sheared off. Now, automakers are getting better at this test slowly but surely. Heck, the 2015 Wrangler performed pretty well, receiving a good rating. Though Jeep has improved from their overall mediocre 2015 performance, they did manage to undo some progress in a spectacular fail that has everyone talking. The IIHS conducted their small overlap test on the JL and managed to roll it not once, but twice. Now, it's important to note here that FCA conducted their own version of this test that saw the JL stay on all fours. When the IIHS went to verify Fiat Chrysler's results, well, we all know what happened. The JL rolled over. Now, this ruffled a few feathers over at Jeep's parent company, so the IIHS agreed to test it again and modified the way the vehicle was attached to the propulsion device. Big surprise, the Wrangler rolled again. Usually, vehicles stay on the ground with the rear end kind of swinging away and to the right. Nope, not the JL. It wants to be different. It wants to be unique. A rollover for a Wrangler is dangerous. The Institute notes that because of the removable roof and the doors, this increases the chance that the occupants could be ejected from the vehicle. In a few seconds, the Jeep went from a good rating down to the second lowest possible rating, marginal. With that said, though, the Institute did shine a beacon of hope for the JL, saying that dummy came out quite well. The crash structure was well maintained, the head was properly protected by the airbags, and there was little intrusion into the footwell, a sore spot in the 2015 test. Now, as shocking that the rollover was, you can count on one hand how many have rolled in the past. I'm more shocked at how shocked everyone is that a Jeep freaking rolled. Let's face it, Jeeps have always had a reputation of rolling easily compared to other vehicles on the market. While I agree that the Jeep playing possum at an IIHS test is a little shocking, it should be no surprise. Like I said in the intro, is it a slow news week? The 2021 Frontier was leaked. Ram is giving not so subtle hints about their Ford Raptor killer. A slow news week? I think not. A Jeep playing possum is not shocking news. A week, hooray, that the Institute finally managed to roll one. Snap a picture for Grandma's photo album and let's move on. A lesson that should have been pounded into our heads by now is that Jeeps are not NASCAR-worthy machines. The only track they belong on is in the bush or out in the Moab or even the deserts of Arizona. The Wrangler is an off-road vehicle that you can drive to work from Monday to Friday, then escape town and go adventuring Saturday and Sunday. So in summary, Tim's take is that I'm not shocked the Jeep rolled. I'm more amused and slightly disappointed that so many auto enthusiasts are bewildered that the JL rolled in the test. As for FCA's response, still touting the Jeep as safe and disputing the Institute's findings from the other tests, yes, the Jeep is safe. If you're buying a Wrangler, you should know from doing your car shopping homework that they tend to enjoy playing possum. Where I disagree with Fiat Chrysler is their argument against the rollover. The evidence is right there on video. Twice. Perhaps FCA needs to reflect on how their tests are conducted and set up. FCA's response earns an "aw muffin" from me. And with that, it's time to wrap up this week's episode. Thanks so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the Jeep rollover? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and give this one a thumbs up. You can also check out the Instagram at thatcarguytim to stay up to date on all the happenings, as well as some sneak peeks into upcoming episodes. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have fun, stay safe, get her done.